This right here is actually one of my favorite parts of Apple HomeKit. So whenever you add a smart doorbell to your smart home through Apple, you don't need to set up, you don't need to do anything. If you have an Apple TV, this will happen whenever somebody rings it. Watch this. Somebody rings the doorbell, it's gonna ring through our HomePod, but more importantly, it's gonna pop up on the TV. You're sitting there watching TV and you're gonna be able to see who's at the door there in real time. Then push the little screen button here and it's even gonna bring it up in full screen and you'll be able to hear the microphone coming from it. This level of seamless integration and having this stuff literally just happen without setting anything up is by far one of my favorite parts of the Apple ecosystem. You can talk shit all you want, but this is cool. So that's the setting by default. It just kind of shows up when you ring it. But the really dope thing is you go into the settings here and you could also have it pop up when motion is detected, or like when an animal is detected, or a vehicle is detected, or if it detects packages. All of those things will pop up on the TV just like that. All these apply to not just smart doorbells, but also just any Apple HomeKit compatible security camera. Really good question. Thank you for asking it. The doorbell that I use in this is called the Aqara G4. It's what my last video was on. You click that comment to get there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. This, in my opinion, is the best smart doorbell on the market right now, by a pretty decent margin too. This isn't sponsored or anything, I just think this thing brings so much to the table, so I thought I'd show it to you guys. Here's everything you need to know about it. So it's called the Aqara G3 doorbell. It looks like this. Now, this thing has a few specific features that make it special and why I recommend it so strongly, but first off, it also has all the standard features you'd expect from any smart doorbell. Of course, it has a camera on it. This is just going to act as a regular security camera, but more crucially, whenever anybody rings the doorbell, you're going to see a notification of exactly who is at the door. The camera quality is great, and it's right up there with all the competitors, and it also has night vision, which is pretty much required for smart doorbells. It has two-way audio, so when somebody rings the doorbell, you can talk to them back and forth through the doorbell, even if you're not home. It's got all sorts of customizable notifications, so you could have it give you a notification when there's movement detected at your doorstep. You could have it only give you notifications if there's movement while you're not home. All that sort of stuff, again, pretty standard in any smart doorbell. And lastly, it is, of course, a smart doorbell, so it'll hook up to your smart home, and when you ring the doorbell, it will chime through your smart speakers already throughout your house, whether that's an Alexa, HomeKit, or Google Home, so you can hear that doorbell no matter where you are. Now, the G4 does all of those things great, but so does every other smart doorbell on the market. Here's the things that make this thing unique and why I think that you should get this specifically. First off, it gives you the ability to run off either a wired or a battery connection. You don't need to choose one or the other. You can either toss, 6 AA batteries in it and you're off to the races. The battery life's about 5 months, or you can wire it directly to your existing doorbell setup. Doesn't matter, you can do whatever you want. It works both ways out of the box. Then we have this piece. It comes with it, and this serves two major purposes. So first and foremost, it's a chime. So you plug this thing into your home, and then when you ring the doorbell, it's gonna ring out of this thing. This is great. It's an accessory you could buy with most other smart doorbells, but it's like an extra 30 bucks. Being able to install this thing in an area of your house that doesn't have speaker coverage, or you're not gonna hear it. But that's not the most exciting part about this. The exciting part is that you can put an SD card into this chime and store all of your footage locally. Having local storage is a huge deal, and most smart doorbells don't support it. That means you're gonna have a physical backup of your data and you're not relying on a cloud and you're not having to send your data anywhere externally or pay for a subscription to handle your data. You're going to have a physical local backup of all the video that you record. The fact in this case that the local storage is in the chime is where the real game changer is. Because the local storage is inside your house and protected, that means if somebody were to be doing something on your front porch and then they saw the doorbell camera, if they just steal it off the wall, if that SD card is in the actual doorbell, they're going to take the physical backup with it. Because this thing is in your house and protected, the local storage is totally separate from the device, and no matter what, even if the device is damaged, if it's stolen, you're still going to have that physical backup. Another really heavy-hitting feature about the G4 is it supports 100% local usage. That means it's not connecting to an outside server, it's not sending your data or your video, or like when you're accessing your home, all that super sensitive stuff, that's not hitting an external database, it's staying local to your network. On that note, it supports all of your smart home ecosystems, including Apple HomeKit, Amazon Alexa, and Google Home. So no matter what setup you're using, you're probably going to be able to buy this thing and drag and drop it in. And if you do set it up in Apple HomeKit, it has one of my all-time favorite features, which is HomeKit Secure Video support. If you don't know what HomeKit Secure Video is, it's basically Apple's integrated security camera software that comes with their smart home setup, and it has this incredible caveat of backing up fully to your iCloud as a cloud storage solution. Again, while it's doing this, it stays 100% local in the Apple ecosystem, just communicating to your iCloud and using Apple's best-in-class encryption. HomeKit Secure Video is included for free with Apple HomeKit, and it stores to your existing iCloud setup, so again, this usually doesn't cost anything extra at all. Between the HomeKit Secure Video integration, so you have a secure way to back up all of your data to the cloud that this thing's recording, coupled with the local storage option, that's probably the most secure option that you could have, this thing is an absolute powerhouse in so many regards. It also comes with this side mount that lets you mount it on a wall that's perpendicular to your door and still have the camera pointing slightly towards the person knocking. You normally have to buy something like this extra, but it's a common enough use case that they just include it in the packaging, which is really, really nice. If you guys are interested in picking this up, I will leave a link to it in my bio. I believe it's like $25, $30 off right now, so it'd be a good time to grab it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll catch you in the next video.